Good evening, everybody. We will call the Finance Committee to order on November 3rd, 2025, 7 p.m. And we'll start with attendance. Ms. Harmich?
Present.
Mr. Heberling?
Present.
Mr. Janik?
Here.
Mr. Nahorn?
Present.
Mr. Wacholz?
Here.
Mr. Winarski?
Here.
The chair is also present. We do have a letter on file from Mr. Jeffries. Mr. Heberling?
Motion to excuse Mr. Jeffries because he has a letter on file.
Thank you. Mr. Nahorn?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to excuse Mr. Jeffries from tonight's meeting. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. We have a very full agenda tonight. We will start with A2536, an ordinance establishing the salary of the auditor of the City of Amherst for the years 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith, and requesting the emergency. Mr. Mayor, this was
Thanks.
for you.
And I'm going to help the agenda a little bit. I mean, council did get some of these awfully late, so I'm going to just ask to table those. We still have plenty of time by the end of the year to get these passed. The union, most of these are the union ones. They take the responsibility of typing these up, so we didn't get most of those back to today, and I'm still waiting on a couple. So when we get to those, I'll ask to table them. Probably start with the shortest one, which is a good one here. Speaking generally with all these ordinances, the general pay increase for the years, what I'm suggesting is 3.5 for the first year, 3%, and then 3% for the most of these contracts with the unions are 3-year contracts, so that's why that is. And then for the 4th year of the auditor, this is a 4-year elected position. What we've done in the past is just the average of the two groups of unions would be what the increase is. I can't remember a time where ASCME got a different pay rate than the OPBA. I mean, so that's pretty easy to use the average because generally it's the same thing. And that's the only change on here. 3 years of 3.5, 3%, 3% is calculated and it's in yellow, and the average for the 4th year. That's just my suggestion. This is an elected position.
Thank you very much. Questions or comments from council? Mr. Winarski?
I'd make the motion to send that to the floor.
Mr. Wacholz?
Second.
We have a motion to take A2536 to the floor of council as written with emergency. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. Our next item is A2537, an ordinance establishing the salary terms and other conditions of employment for the Information Technology Department of the City of Amherst and repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith, also with the emergency.
I'd
yes.
like to speak to it, if I
Yes,
could.
please, Mr. Mayor.
When we started this department quite a few years ago now, we didn't know how it was going to go, so we made its own ordinance with its own benefits, and it wasn't very different than the non-bargaining contracts. I think the technology department's here to stay. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's actually grown in the last few years. So when this got written, we were just going to put all those changes into that contract, but I think it's better off putting it with the other non-bargaining members. That way their benefits are exactly the same. It's easier on our auditing and payroll departments. So I'm just going to ask to remove this from tonight's agenda, and then we'll talk about those positions in the non-bargaining ordinance.
Okay, thank you very much. Madam President, do we need to vote on that, or is it just?
Yeah, I would
from the
suggest
table?
I'd suggest somebody move to kill it and then
Thank you.
vote on it.
Mr. Wacholz?
Move to kill.
Mr. Heberling?
Second.
We have a motion to kill A2537. Any discussion? Those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. A2537 is killed. Our next item is A2538, an ordinance establishing the salary terms and other conditions of employment for certain full-time non-bargaining employees of the City of Amherst and repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith and with the emergency. Mr. Mayor.
You'll notice first two changes is adding the information technology manager and the information technician. So those two positions have been added. The wages have all been marked and they've been increased to 3.5%, 3%, 3% right down the line. One of the bigger changes in all the contracts, and since I've been mayor, I'm really trying to, bargaining or non-bargaining, trying to bring benefits to very similar to make it, again, easier for our auditing departments and our payroll. Longevity was all over the place. Some people got $11 a month, some people got $14 a month, some people waited 5 years, some 10. It was all over the place, so I did some figuring. I actually bargained this with the bargaining unit members before we put it around the whole city. But what we've done is come up with an hourly rate for longevity, which would be added to their base rate. The very first year, they do lose a very small amount of money. I mean, it's not much, but this is the give and take that goes with bargaining. So they all gave a little bit this first year, 2026, at 8 cents per hour after 5 years per year of service. So if you're here 20 years, you get an extra $1.60 added to your base rate. And then each year, the beauty of this, we don't have to revisit this every few years, the amount of money they get longevity. It gets increased with the pay rate each year. So next year it would be it's 8.2 cents an hour, which then makes up for the little tiny bit they lost this year and they gain a little bit. Following year will be 0.85 or 8.5 cents a year. So it's a little better system. It's easier to calculate. It's still after their 5th year, I believe, and now it's consistent across. You'll see this in every ordinance and contract. So I hope you agree with that. To try to get them in line with a lot of the other units, instead of 60 days sick time buyout after so many years, that has been moved to 90 days sick time buyout upon retirement. One of the other sections that was all over the place and very difficult for payroll to figure out who gets off or who dies. Funeral leave is pretty consistent now. The police all have their own, which is consistent across all their contracts, and everybody else has consistent what ASCME has. So funeral leave has been changed a little bit here and there, just to clarify what brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws, cousins. It just clarifies it and makes it consistent. ASCME care, we've had a lot of concerns about our level of dental care. It seems like it's a really good benefit that people wanted more of, so we're raising our dental care to dental level 4. It's the highest level that ASCME care offers. It's going to cost the city a few more dollars a month, but it offers a lot more care. I think that's a good increase. And there was a benefit, I even forget which one they wanted rid of, but I think it was the online health service, mental health services or something. Nobody seemed to use it. So we just made a swap, and now they have legal service benefit. It's a free service. They can get help with wills, house sales, things like that. Something, Ford Motor Company, a lot of these other places have care like that. So ASCME offers that, and we swapped that out. So that's the two changes to ASCME care. Been a long time since our meal rate has gone up. I mean, we were like $4 for lunch or $5 for lunch, and it was like $12 for dinner. So now we're at $12 for lunch, or for $12 for breakfast, $18 for lunch, and $25 for supper. That's if they travel, a city-approved travel. If they go somewhere and have to buy a meal while they're away, those rates have been changed. The other thing that hadn't changed in quite a while is their stipend for associate degrees, bachelor degrees, and their doctorates or postgraduate degrees. We increase those each year along with the wage increase. So those went from what they were $300 to 3% to $310.50 along with the 3 years, just to make it a gradual increase, and it's more in line with what other stipends for college education get you on the job. And that's it. And you'll see this is consistent through all of them. I won't have to explain them so much as we go along. But this is the non-bargaining group.
Thank you. Questions or comments from council? Mr. Janik.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Do you have an average of how much overtime is worked among any of these positions?
Not a lot. I mean, during times when we have big power outages or something, they stay in the utilities office a little bit. My assistant comes in and works a little bit overtime for the design and review board, but very little overtime in my office. Technology group gets some overtime. They do when the things are out, they get call-outs. I don't think it's an extravagant, I don't think it's a large amount of overtime. I would say no more, no less than the average job.
Could you, for the meeting next Monday, have a report on how much overtime we paid for any of these, just these positions?
And just for clarification, what are we trying to compare that to? I mean, overtime, you get overtime whether you work it.
Right.
You get overtime.
I'm wanting to know.
You're just curious?
Point of information, how much we're spending, on overtime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can look that up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Janik. Mr. Arnowski?
Thank you. A couple of items here. I'm going to start, it's right, I believe it's section 3. It describes the starting wage, and it offers a range for a starting person that can be anywhere between 82 and 100%, reaching finally 100% at 18 months, but that struck me more as up to the discretion of the hiring manager.
Yes.
What do you look for? I mean, what is
Years experience. I mean, if you're hiring somebody right out of college as a bookkeeper A that, has very little skills with dealing with people, you might start them at the lower rate. If you're hiring somebody from a different city that's been doing it for 20 years, can move right in using the same software, highly competitive position, and you really want this person, then I would assume that their skills are really up there. You would do that. It's done rarely, but it has been done.
Okay, so it just sounds like, it strikes me, correct?
I would think it's just, it's been in there for a long time. It's if the people doing the hiring, if they find somebody with an extremely large, amount of experience, maybe doubtful that they're going to come for 80% of the pay, it might be a stipend. And part of the negotiation to get somebody to come in, too. It could help you recruit.
That sounds more like it is to use as part of the negotiations for a new hire. Let's see here. Further on down, I'm going to be going to section 8. It says new hires pay 15% of the COBRA rate on their insurance. How long is a person considered a new hire?
Forever.
Because it also says that they pay 12% of COBRA rates, but new hires pay 15%.
That's just because the people's been here. Started paying 12%, and it was going to be an increase on our existing employees. These
Okay.
people start at 15%, and they know they're at 15, so it's kind of a stipend for the people that's been here.
Okay,
a long
so they'll
time.
never leave that 15%.
They will never leave that 15%.
Okay, I thought maybe it's something like after 6 months you become a 12%er.
Right. No,
Not the case.
it's
Okay.
when you get hired, you know that's what you get hired at, and that's what you're going to be paying.
Okay.
And that's still a pretty good rate. I mean, it's I would think it's low industry-wide to pay that.
It's my mistake. I misunderstood what it was stating.
No, that's what it is.
Okay. Section 12, it describes pyramid overtime. I've never heard of pyramid overtime. Can you help me understand that?
It's difficult, and it's not. It's more in the police world, and I can get a better explanation. I don't know if we ever use it, but it's you're getting paid. I think for like. I'm gonna have to come up with a better explanation. I know it rarely gets used. Don't hear. I think it's something just when you're working overtime, and then there's one of these rates that say. Let me read the paragraph and see if it'll.
It's not going to affect my vote.
I'll get a better.
Google, so.
I'll get a. It's something that's been there a long time, and I think people used to cheat the system when they were getting paid time and a half for coming in an hour early, and then that becomes, and then they're getting triple time. I just think it means if you're getting time and a half, you're only going to get time and a half no matter how many more hours you work that week.
Okay.
So like call-ins and stuff, I'll get a better explanation.
That's all I'm asking for. I just
Yeah.
want to understand what the heck it means. Also under section 12, it mentions comp time. Who tracks our comp time? Is it the supervisor? Is it someone like the auditor?
It's in the payroll, the new payroll software is tracked in that, so
Okay.
it's a section in their time card payroll now.
Okay, thank you. Later on, we're going to be discussing other contracts. There's some discrepancies with vacation day. I'm not going to drill down on that. But I do want to mention that I'm going to be using this group here, this bargaining group's vacation, as the comparison. So I'm going to, for example, some people are missing New Year's Day and stuff like that. This will be the baseline I'll be using. As when I come back and say vacations or holidays are different for different groups,
Right.
this is my baseline.
And how many does this one have? Because I did not change, is it
14, I believe?
14?
Yeah. If you include the 1 hour to vote, yes. It's 13 less than.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Winarski. Madam President?
Yeah, I just looked up this pyramiding. First of all, federal overtime laws like the Fair Labor Standards Act generally prohibit the pyramiding of overtime pay, which is a term for the incorrect practice of paying an employee overtime for the same hours twice by pyramiding different types of overtime pay, such as daily and weekly overtime. For example, an employer might mistakenly pay an employee daily overtime for hours over 8, and then use those same hours again to calculate weekly overtime for hours over 40. Most labor laws, specifically federal labor laws, and agreements prohibit this practice and instead require that overtime premiums not be duplicated for the same hours worked. So that's what that is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How far in Google did you have to drill down to
Yeah,
find it?
Tony
I
found
couldn't
this
find
right
it.
here too, right away.
Right at the top.
So, Mike, I mean,
Is that what yours
maybe
says
it's a
too,
line
Tony?
we eliminate.
No, I'm content. That's all I
Okay.
really wanted.
If it's federal law, I mean, you only need.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Madam President. The chair has a comment and a question. The comment, it's a small thing. When we have the list of employees or the positions, there's one for income tax clerk. Earlier this year, when we had passed that ordinance, kind of revamping that, it was income tax office clerk. Doesn't really matter, but consistency, I think, is important. And then the other thing,
So give me that again. You want it to be,
income tax office clerk.
that's what it is, isn't it?
No, it just says income tax clerk.
Oh, I see it on the agenda request, but not in the ordinance.
Oh, I see, yeah,
Yeah,
Council
you
President
need to-
pointed out also, yeah.
you need to-
Okay.
In the yellow line version, it just says income tax clerk.
Got it.
And then the other one, this is just a question really about all of them. For the meals, why do we break it down into breakfast, lunch, and dinner and not just a flat rate of like up to $50 per day? Is there a reason?
Because if you're only away for breakfast, you don't want them spending $50. I mean, I hate to sound as greedy as that or as simple as that, but sometimes you only send them away and they pick up breakfast.
Okay, no, that makes sense. In my work, it's a per day
Right.
stipend,
I
basically.
think we just want a little better track of what they're spending.
No, that's fair. I was just curious. Thank you. That's all I have. Yes, Mr. Janik.
Along those lines, Mayor, are we awarding compensation for meals if the meal is provided at the conference?
No, they wouldn't have to buy it then.
Okay.
I mean, they actually have to go out and bring us back a receipt.
Okay. So if it's in the program agenda for the conference.
They won't be
then-
bringing back a receipt.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Janik. Other comments or questions from council? If none, I would entertain a motion. Mr. Nahor?
Make a motion to take A-25-38 to floor of council as written. Emergency.
Mr. Winarski?
Second.
We have a motion to take A2538 to the floor of council as written with emergency. Any other further comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. 1 second, please. The next item on the agenda is A2539, an ordinance establishing the salary terms and other conditions of employment for the Office on Aging of the City of Amherst and repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith and asking for the emergency. Mr. Mayor?
I think the exact same changes we just went over as the last one. Verbatim. I mean, I don't think there's anything else or less on this.
All right, thank you. Comments or questions from council? Mr. Winarski?
We'll make the motion to send it to the floor.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Ms. Harwich? We have a motion on the floor to take A 2539 to the floor of council as written with emergency. Further comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. The next item is A 2540, an ordinance establishing the salary terms and other conditions of employment for the permanent part-time payroll clerk budget assistant of the city of Amherst and repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith with the emergency. Mr. Mayor?
This is a permanent part-time position, so I would guess part-time people don't necessarily get the same total benefits as somebody that works full-time. So there's probably some things in here less. What we did adjust is the pay scale, 3.533, and we changed the meal scale. And I would assume and that's it. That's the only stipends it appears this one gets that needed changed.
Thank you. Mr. Janik?
So, Mayor, just currently, we offer no benefits to part-time staff?
This is the exact ordinance with those two changes that they currently get.
Okay. So there's a threshold, I think, of hours that they can work per week.
Up to
where we don't
32.
have to opt. Thank you. Just making that clarification.
And you know, even if they work 40, you don't have to offer stipends like for your bachelor's degree or certain holidays. I mean, the paid benefits as far as your health would have to be paid, but you know, all those other stipends are at our discretion.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Janik. Other comments or questions? Mr. Winarski?
Thank you. Let's see, this is one of those examples for vacation. It says Labor Day, where it doesn't appear on the other groups. Double check, make sure.
Man, I think Labor Day would be.
It's a holiday.
Well, hang on one second.
No, it's on there, it's just in a different column.
Yep, my apologies.
I think the only thing this one it doesn't have is the an hour for election day
And the person.
and a personal day. And being part-time, that just
I just
things.
figured part-time, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's it. My apologies, and thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Harlan?
I would like to make a motion to send item A-2540 to the floor of council.
Mr. Wackel?
Second.
There's a motion to take 82540 to the floor of council as written with emergency. Further comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. Next item is A2541. An ordinance establishing the salary terms and other conditions of employment for the superintendent of utilities and Water Pollution Control Center and supervisors of the Electric, Sewer, Street, Water, and Water Pollution Control Center of the City of Amherst and repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith with the emergency. Mr. Mayor?
Thanks. As you can see, they all reflect the 3.5%, 3%. Longevity pay's been changed to correspond with everybody else. We did up the clothing allowance to $500. That hasn't gone up in quite a while. The price of clothes, boots, and things has gone way up. We did change the 60 days at retirement, 65 or over, to 90. Funeral leave has been brought up. They were missing quite a few, so it's the same now as an ask. You know, the people that work for them, it would be the same funeral leave as they receive. Upgraded to dental 4 and the legal services. The meal stipends have been raised to $12.18.25, and the associates, the college degrees has been bumped up according to the 3.5, 3, and 3. And I think that's it on this one. And this one, I mean, they actually typically they get the pay raise and that's about it. It doesn't get much attention, but I thought it fair they get some of these other stipends.
Thank you. Comments or questions from council? Mr. Wacholz?
Move to send 82541 to the floor of council. As read.
Thank you. Mr. Heberlin?
Second.
We have a motion to take 82541 to the floor of council as written with emergency. Any further comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. The next item is A2542, an ordinance establishing the salary of the treasurer of the city of Amherst for the years 2026, 2027, 2028, and 2029, repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith and with the emergency. Mr. Mayor?
This is kind of like the first one, nothing but the salaries reflected with the change here, and it's 3.5, 3.3, and then the average on the fourth year, this elected position.
Mr. Janik?
I'm assuming under section 1, it's a typo where it refers to the auditor's annual salary, should be treasurer's.
Right.
Okay.
We'll get that changed before the next meeting.
Thank you, no further question.
Thank you, Mr. Janik.
Motion, I'll make the motion to take A2542 to the floor of council as read.
All right, thank you, Mr. Janik. Mr. Wacholz?
Second.
We have a motion to take A2542 to the floor of council with emergency as written. Any further comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion, all those opposed say nay. Motion passes 7-0. Next item is A2543, an ordinance establishing the salary terms and other conditions for the permanent part-time tax assistant 1 of the city of Amherst, repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith with the emergency. Mr. Mayor?
What we have here is a part-time position. This might be one of those that Mr. Winarski might notice some differences in holidays. So we could update those or change them. You know, it's just something that's fallen through the cracks, I guess, all these years. But and this might be a newer position too. But it just reflects the increase in pay and the meal stipend is all I see that has changed on this one.
Thank you. Mr. Janik?
I'd like a motion to add the same holidays as the other holidays to be
As the other
consistent.
part-time person?
It is. I mean, I noticed Christmas Eve is not on there, and I mean, if the office is closed,
Maybe just reflect the same as the part-time payroll clerk?
yeah, that's fine. Yep.
All right, so the motion is to have the permanent part-time tax assistant 1 position, their holidays reflect the same as the other permanent part-time payroll clerk budget assistant.
Correct, thank you.
All right, thank you. Do we have a second for that motion? Ms. Harmich? One second, please. We have a motion on the floor to amend A2543 so that the permanent part-time tax assistant 1 holidays are consistent with the permanent part-time payroll clerk budget assistant. Are there any comments or questions on that? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion passes. A2543 is so amended. Mr. Janik.
Motion to take A2543 to the floor of council as read, please.
No, as amended.
As amended.
As amended, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Wacholz.
Second.
We have a motion to take A2543 to the floor of council as amended with emergency. Any further comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. That motion passes. We'll send that to the floor of council. Our next item is A2544, An ordinance establishing the salary, terms, and other conditions of employment for the fire chief of the fire department of the city of Amherst and repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith with an emergency. Mr. Mayor.
Thanks. This is somewhat of a new ordinance. We just did this last year, so we're really only needing to add 2028 to the payroll scale at the 3% rate. Updated the travel stipends for meals. Bereavement was brought up to include all that everybody else receives. Longevity, the 8.2 and 8.5 cents an hour. And the Ask Me Care section is in here. I don't think the chief qualifies for that if they're only working 30 hours a week, but it's in there, so we upgraded the dental for and the legal benefit if they so work enough hours to get that benefit. And I don't think there was any update in the sick time. Seemed like it was already adequate. So that's it on that one. And a fairly new ordinance, so there weren't very many changes.
Thank you. Mr. Winarski.
Thank you, Mr. Dembinski. We're going to go to section 3. This is one of the examples of vacation. I don't see New Year's Day in there, and I see Labor Day twice. I believe one of those Labor Days is supposed to be the hour to vote, but I'm just guessing.
Yeah, there's no choice.
Yeah, New Year's Day is missing.
Oh, yeah, okay. Labor Day.
So maybe change the Labor Day. Which holiday did you say? And being part-time?
My notes say missing New Year's Day, and it has Labor Day twice, and it's missing the hour to vote.
Okay.
Probably being part-time, the hour to vote isn't necessary, but I would change that Labor Day to that other missing holiday you mentioned.
You getting pyramid vacation pay? Never mind.
What's that? I'm trying to Google it. I can't find it.
Okay, that's your one shot. That's fair. Okay, when you're ready, let's go to section 8.
Or you want to make that a motion and get that one taken care of, or are you going to do it all at once if we have more changes?
Well, there's a few things I'd like to throw out
Okay.
here. I mean, I guess.
So having Labor Day in there twice is obviously, I would say, a typo, which can be corrected. So if the typo is changing Labor Day to New Year's Day, I don't know if we need a motion for that, or if it can.
You don't think just go ahead and change it?
I would just think change
Okay,
that one.
I can do that.
Because Labor Day's in there twice, which
Just a
can't be
proofreading.
correct.
That's a proofreading thing.
Okay, got it.
All right. Section 8, you talked about updating the funeral and bereavement leave. I believe that one was skipped. It still says 3 days and 2 days versus 5 and 3 for everyone else.
I'll make sure it gets changed to the same as everybody else.
Okay, thank you. A little bit further down, we're going to go to section 15, which is typically...
Well, this one might match the police. This would be more consistent with what the police get. So I'll make sure and double check. The fire and police are the same bereavement. Ask Me and everybody else is the same bereavement.
Okay.
So I will double check and get your answer, whether that's the same as the police or not.
Okey-dokey. Section 15 is usually set aside for the military leave pay. I don't see that in there.
I can look into that. I guess we've not had that need with the chiefs that we've had, but I mean, I can look into it to see if we need to put it in there. Military leave?
Yeah, it's just not in there.
Right, again, we haven't had the need for it.
He's one lottery ticket away from retiring, you never know. Okay. Let's see, then I have one other item here. The fire chief can donate up to 40 hours to an employee. I don't see that any other supervisor has that ability. And
I think we allow it, whether it's been in the other contracts or not, so maybe...
Is there a unique reason for it, or is there anything, do we want to expand it? Are you happy with the way it is?
We can add it into the supervisors one. I'm pretty sure it's been a practice. I'll be honest, I didn't realize it wasn't in there.
I didn't see it. I'm not saying, well,
I'll double check.
Okay.
And I would say keep it if you could. I think that's a good benefit for him to be able to donate to somebody in his department or any other employee.
That's all I got. All I have, excuse me. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Winarski. Other comments or questions from council? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion. Mr. Janik?
Motion to take A2644 to the floor of council?
Thank you. Do I have a second? Mr. Wackel?
Second.
We have a motion to take A2544 to the floor of council as written with emergency. Further comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0.
What's that? It is the same as please.
Yeah, up and do it up to 46 hours to any city employee.
Our next item is A2545, an ordinance establishing the salary terms and other conditions of employment for the chief and lieutenant of the police department of the city of Amherst, and repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith with an emergency. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. Most of these have just a 3.5, 3%. You'll notice with lieutenant, there was a bigger jump than 3.5% on the first year. When looking at these, there was quite a discrepancy in the difference between a sergeant to lieutenant was a very small amount of money, and then it was a lot larger amount of money. It was, I'm going to just use round numbers, it was like $5 difference between a sergeant lieutenant, and it was like $12 or $13 the difference between a lieutenant and a chief. So I kind of split it right down the middle, and it's like $8.52 now difference between a sergeant and a lieutenant, and like $8.52 an hour between lieutenant and chief. There just wasn't a lot of incentive to lose some of the benefits you do becoming a non-bargaining unit member, and we were afraid that people would not want to promote. So we made that jump higher, a one-time only, so that's why the lieutenant now is $55.18. Most of the other changes, the food stipend, bereavement leave, and we were reading it here, and it is the same as the fire chiefs. So the safety personnel bereavement leave is all the same. The longevity stipend is the 8 cents and up, and the dental 4, and the legal benefits. And that's it for police chief. And I'll be honest, if you want to add, can donate. If it's not in here, if you want them to be able the ability to donate sick time, we can add that.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Okay, I will add that for the next meeting if you so choose.
Thank you. Questions or comments from council? Mr. Heberlin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would just like to point out that the agenda numbers above on our sheets are differing from the actual itinerant that we have as A25 versus A26. And that is going for the 43, 44, 45.
Oh. Yes, a good call.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Thank you. Other comments or questions?
And there is a section in here about donating sick time. So we don't have to worry about that.
Mr. Wackels.
Move to send 26, 45, or 25, 45 to the floor of council.
That's right. Thank you. Do I have a second? Mr. Nahorn?
Second.
We have a motion to take A2545 to the floor of council as written with emergency. Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Just to clarify, what did Mr. Hebeling mention that he caught?
On the
Oh,
actual,
just the-
it says 26
Yeah,
instead
on
of
the
25.
agenda.
I seen that earlier too. I was afraid he was talking about wages, so just wanted to clarify.
Further comments or questions on A2545? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. Our next item is A2546, an ordinance establishing the salary terms and other conditions of employment for the full-time civilian administrator for the police department of the city of Amherst, and repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith with an emergency. Mr. Mayor?
There is one difference, and this kind of reflects what the dispatchers was asking for. The pay raises are there, and there was something, if they're required to work on a holiday, they would just receive straight time. So we've turned that into time and, 1.5 times pay. There was some language in their vacations and the way they accumulate, so this was a little bit of give and take. It gives them their 240 hours a little bit sooner, but it was like you could add 1 year after 25 years for perpetuity and continue to gain vacation. So this tops it off after 20 years and beyond at 240 hours, but it does give it to them a little bit sooner. So that's clarified. On the food stipend, bereavement leave has been changed to be with all the police chiefs and the fire department. The longevity stipend and the legal service and dental for. So that's what we have on this one.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Do we have any comments or questions from council? Mr. Heberling?
I would like to make a motion to send item A-2546 to the floor of council.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Ms. Harmich? We have a motion and a second to take A-2546 to the floor of council as written with emergency. Any further comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. Our next item is A-2547, an ordinance approving and accepting the collective bargaining agreement with the City of Amherst American Federation of State, Municipal, and County Employees, AFSCME, for the years 2026, 2027, and 2028 with an emergency. Mr. Mayor.
And this is one that the union's trying to finalize the copy, so I apologize, we didn't get it in time, so I'd really like to table. But I guess my question is, we got all but one of these next 7 or 8 of these things that we want to table. Would you like, can we do it in one motion and just read off the last number? Do you need to go through each one and table?
No, you had to have a separate motion for each one.
Okay, so I won't explain much anymore. I'll just ask the table and you can get through this real quick. And then when we get to, let me just talk a little bit ahead. A-2553, it appears that's a duplicate. That's the part-time dispatchers twice. So when we get to that one, I'll just ask to kill that one. So if you move along, I'll keep up and hopefully you can get through this quickly.
All right. Mr. Heberling.
Motion to table item E-2547.
Mr. Wacholtz.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to table A-2547. Comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. It is tabled. Next is A-2548, an ordinance establishing the salary terms and other conditions of employment for the fire department of the City of Amherst and repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith with an emergency.
Please
Mayor.
table this to the next committee meeting.
Thank you. Mr. Warnarski.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Don't we have the latitude to waive council rules at some point? We could do that at this, saying waive the council rule requiring separate readings?
We can, if you would like to make that motion to waive that rule, I believe we can. I would defer to Council President.
I would not do that. Take the time to do each one of these, and I'm not sure that's a council rule.
Maybe just read the number title and...
That's fine. I won't read the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can do that. We can waive the reading of the...
Thank you. Thought I'd ask.
Okay.
Mr. Wacholtz.
Move to table A-2548.
Mr. Heberling.
Second.
We have a motion to table A-2548. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. Our next one is A-2549.
Please table.
Mr. Wacholtz.
Move to table A-2549.
Second.
Ms. Harmich, thank you. We have a motion to table A-2549. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. A-2550.
Please table.
Mr. Wacholtz.
Move to table A-2550.
Second.
Ms. Harmich. We have a motion to table A-2550. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion passes. That is tabled. A2551.
Please table.
Mr. Wacholtz.
Move to table A2551.
Ms. Harmich.
Second.
We have a motion to table A2541. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. A2552.
Please table.
Mr. Wacholtz.
Move to table A2552.
Ms. Harmich.
Second.
We have a motion to table A2542. All those in favor
52.
signify by
52.
what did I say?
42.
Sorry, A2552. Thank you.
Got it.
We have a motion to table A2552. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, nay. Motion passes 7-0. A2553.
Please kill this one.
Mr. Wacholtz.
Move to kill A2553.
Second.
Ms. Harmich, thank you. We have a motion to kill A2553. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion passes. This is killed. A2554.
Please table.
Mr. Wacholtz.
Oh, I didn't raise my hand.
Mr. Wacholtz.
Move to table A2554.
Ms. Harmich, thank you. We have a motion to table A2554. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion passes. It is tabled. Mr. Wacholtz.
Move to adjourn.
Ms. Harmich.
Second.
We have a motion to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. We are adjourned at 7:46. Thank you, everybody.